Yes, because of how things went last year, I think we understand that rules could change at the last second. So I don't know if it's like a hope. It's just we don't know. It's really a situation where we don't know because they've changed rules, changed playoff situations late. It certainly could happen again. So I think that's how you have to look at it. But we don't have any information leading one way or another. I don't have any thoughts leading one way or another. Our job is to kind of prepare without it, have a backup plan if it happens. That's the best we can do. Well, every team, I think, looks at it that way. I mean, we certainly have a player that fits in that spot, best fits in that spot, I think is how we see it. But anytime you have another offensive spot, I think the way after using the DH last year, you do see how it just frees up at bats around the field to put players in a spot where they can, I think it would free Christian up for some DH at bats and keep his bat in the line, keep him out there every day, getting 4 or 5 plate appearances. So, of course, there's reasons why it makes it easier to divide up the at bats. Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't describe it as a battle, but I think Orlando will move around a little bit this spring. I think we'll take a look at Orlando at third base also. So I think you'll see him at third base a substantial amount. You'll still see him at shortstop. That's the initial plan. Yeah, that's a good question, and that's right. I think the other guy thrown there is Daniel Robertson. He's probably at the top of the list. Kind of depth chart of those guys going into it. So yeah, I think really like a little different for each guy, kind of depending on. And a lot of times it's like what they've done the most is probably we'll probably know they can do that and expose them to what they've done a little less of. So I think in Daniel Robertson's case, you'll see a little bit more outfield play than he's probably used to. In a guy like Tim Lopes' case, he's played a lot of outfield in the major leagues. You'll probably see more infield with him. I'd say about that a little bit with Pablo Reyes too. So that's kind of how I think about it in spring, is try to expose them to the stuff that they probably haven't done as much recently. Yeah, it's look, especially when I think about going back to a non-DH world, I think those players become definitely more important, and I think they become important when we think about wanting Daniel Vogelbach, and his role in the team. So these are important guys, and that. The other thing I'd tell you is that there's going to be times when we'd want extra pitchers on the team, and then versatility becomes a big a factor in kind of putting your bench together. Yeah, I mean those are certainly candidates for that, and yes, being right-handed and left-handed, definitely both are candidates for that. Yeah, he'll play first base. So it's first base and DH. There's no other options. Yeah, I think it's, you saw it a little bit last year, so it's something we've thought about. Probably kind of how some other things shake out. We may look at that as the spring goes on. Probably not initially, but as the spring goes on, it's something we may consider. Well, it's just another good player. It's another good bat in the lineup. He's been It's just he's righties, lefties. He's obviously been very good against left-handed pitching. So there's a base running component to his game. So there's, it's another good bat we're adding to the lineup.